Hello there again. I just got back from Europe, basically London and Paris. We spent about four of us spent about 10 days there, and we had used a lot of Uber, go to different places, and at the same time we used a lot of metro, subway, and tram, sometimes buses. But we use Uber. I guess most of the time going to the airports, something like that, or is we are too tired to take subway or metro that will take a lot of connections. And for all of us going on Uber is pretty, I guess, it's pretty economic, economical, meaning it's wise because we can split the cost and the family. Anyway, that most of the time we don't have any problem, but I just want to quickly share some tips. Tip number one, sometimes the driver having hard time locating us. For example, if we just got off from a train station, let's say Victoria train station in England or in London, for example, or even in Paris, from the east station. If we can even we just step outside, a lot of time there will be a place in front for taxi to come and pick up customer, or they line up, so you don't want to be there. You need to be precise. You need some sort of address, and if you give like a train station address, it might not work for them because train station is pretty big. So you might want to go across to a business address where you can hop on an Uber, okay, and keep that address to them, because based on, I think they use some sort of Google Map or GPS, they can precisely pinpoint your location without wandering around where you're at. So sometime at the airport, the driver will get confused and they will go around, and I guess sometimes they will charge you for, like, waiting. They might be waiting for you, but then you say, "Where are you? I cannot find you," and go into that kind of mode, which is not good. Can be frustrated, especially sometimes we have to like go across the street looking for them. It just can be dangerous. So try to find a precise address. Can be a restaurant, or whatever, a market nearby. Maybe you have to walk a little bit. If you have luggage, you might have to, you know, to to drag them with you. But like I say, on the train station, there are a lot of places. There are places for taxi to come, and they don't want Uber there, so you have to find a different spot. Okay. And second time is that note when you find a spot, and then you confirm the driver, and make sure. Let's say we have four people. We had one time we had an incident in Paris where the guy came, but then he kind of rude. He said no. He puts on next to his driver's seat, where because we have four people, he put some stuff in there, and I didn't know, and he got mad. Like, I opened the door, and then I thought he gonna take four, and then he would like rudely he cancel us. So I actually reported him to Uber, because he listed as four people. But also I read some notes that because of COVID, some driver might be reluctant to take four people who will be sitting. The fourth person will be sitting next to him in the front. So, most of the time it worked out okay. They don't care. But this guy, I guess, I don't know what happened, or they didn't like us, or whatever. Two, like one guy and three girls. I don't know. Who knows? So he canceled right on the spot, and we kind of like, what happened, dude? And then my daughter told me to report him. So make sure when you reserve, if you're one person, you're probably okay. But if you have like four people, and the driver car has like four people in there, make sure you also uh, put a note, like, we have four people, and also we might have like two luggages or whatnot. Now you have four luggages, you might want to get a van, which is should have no problem. A van will take like six people, so there should be no problem. But the regular sedan, it can go up to four. So So make sure you, if you have four people, you text him. Three people, I think it would be okay. Three people can sit in the back, and yeah, and let's say if for whatever reason we had it happen one time where we forgot to cancel a ride, and you know, because sometimes we went into different apps in England or Paris. They also have an apps, a share ride apps called Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. And interestingly, a lot of time when we look for Bolt, they only list car with three people. Instead of four people, we see cars with three people, and we don't know, you know. So and Bolt is not as popular as Uber, so you might have problem waiting. And then now you have three people, you okay, but we have four people. You say, you know, four people might not work, and we're gonna waste time waiting. And you can try Bolt, which is a little bit cheaper, maybe a dollar, a few dollars cheaper. You can try that. And other than the fourth point is that make sure, especially in the busy area, we had one time where we went into the wrong wrong car because we didn't check his name and his license plate. So simple thing like that. Make sure you know what the car, his car is, BMW, Mercedes, what color, and also check license plate. Okay, and you can also show him the, you know, the address whatever that you're going, and ask, you know, ask his name, are you blah blah blah. And he might ask you, sometimes the driver asks you, are you James, something like that. So to confirm, because you don't want to go to the wrong car to take you to the wrong place. It will be bad for you and bad for the driver, the whole mess. So you got to do some validation. Okay, to avoid problems. You know, especially you don't speak French and things like that. You can use Google Translator, and then you can type in English and then translate it to France and give it to him. I think that works out pretty good and reduce sort of miscommunication. You know, in writing it would be better. You know. So anyway, I think stay safe, and you know, and enjoy and try to learn how to take metro and their subway system. Get like in England, get like Oyster Card. In Paris, you can buy. What we did, we because we only stayed there for 5 days, so we just simply bought day pass, 5 day pass, and it costs out, I think, $30 or something like that. And that we bought like zone one, zone two only, so it allowed you to travel pretty much central part of Paris, but not further out. Okay, you go further out, you have to buy like tickets. You have to add, you know, buy separate tickets for zone three, four, or you can buy pass for one, two, three, four. It will cost more money. You can do that. I think you can even use that on RER. So check on that. So I think that's pretty much it. And you know, do preparation of your. You can always use. We use a lot of Google Maps a lot to figure out. You know, it easily. It's pretty good. It shows you different options of different routes based on the metro, what line would take from where to where, and show you how, you know, you probably have to walk if you do like connections. So we had problem of finding a bus station, or try to find another train station. Normally, um, um, yeah, normally again it's within the train station where you find a different connection. But sometimes you have to exit out, and then you have to find another station, or a bus stop. So make sure you're familiar with uh, the graphical, the map itself. You can actually zoom out, zoom in, and change the orientation of it, like a map. You know, so you based on your location, you kind of know where to walk, because sometimes Google Map, you know, a lot of time when you hit start, you pick a route and then hit start, it will tell you, you know, especially when you walk, you know, turn left, turn right on this street and things like that. But sometimes I noticed that it didn't work very well, or it didn't work. So we have to rely on the map itself. That's, you know, that you can zoom out, zoom in, and rotate, like I say, and then you know, spend a little bit of a couple of minutes trying to figure out where you're at and start walking. Again, most of the time it should actually give you real time when you start walking that you on track on the route or not, give you like a circle dot that move along the route, you know what I mean. So anyway, I think I cover pretty much on Uber ride, and make sure that you 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 know you have no issues, and have fun, and it really make your if you want to explore the cities yourself, like us, we don't really buy tour packages. We like to, we want to rush, getting up early, get into a coach and go to with the tour groups and things like that. We don't like that. Plus, this will allow you to explore the city because you're going to be traveling like, Parisian or Londoners. And we also we love trains too. We take trains to villages. I highly recommend you to take train because it's so convenient. It's clean. It's pretty cheap most of the time, and yeah, you just need to buy tickets from a ticket kiosk, from any train station, pretty much, or maybe you have to go to a main stations, things like that. So we took a train trip in England. We took train trip to a city called Bath that have a Roman spa. it it aged. I mean, it's pretty old, like thousands of years old. It's pretty cool. And in Paris, we took a trip to this city called Provence, Provins, Provence, which has a lot of medieval buildings, and it's give you experience of going out and see the greenery, the fields and open fields and things like that. Beside the chaotic city traffic and noise and all of that stuff, we always love to go out of the major cities to the you know countryside because Europe in general, or if France or London have extensive um, uh, train, I guess, train routes to different villages and things like that, and they have pretty much high speed train. I think it go like 160 miles an hour, but sometimes less depending if they have to make a lot of stops. It might not go that fast. I think the train we took to Provence in France only go as fast as 70 or something like that because they had to make so many stops. But we enjoyed the trip anyway. It's comfortable, very spacious. You can even take trains to other country. I love trains because they give you more space, uh, bigger window. You can enjoy the view. You can go and get food and walk around, things like that. I don't like train. I mean, I don't like airplanes. I just don't like it. We need it for the long haul, but I will definitely enjoy trains going out. I hope you will like it too. I encourage you guys to take a train out to small villages and things like that. They have good connection. Okay, or you can drive, but I would not recommend driving if you are first time visitor, things like that. Anyway, I cover a lot of stuff that beyond Uber. Anyway, we'll see you folks on the next video. If you have any question, let me know, and I'm gonna make more videos on my trip, what I encounter and what I like. Is really a great experience to go to Europe the first time. Anyway, um, we'll see you folks on the next video. And if you like my video, please subscribe and click like. I appreciate it. That will actually make my video more available to more people, and hopefully what I've tried to do will be very helpful and keep you out of trouble the most I can. Okay, bye for now.